what we got here is we got a 2016 Ford Explorer. If you notice first, the headlights have changed a little bit, as well as the front grille has changed from the 2015 models. Now if you step over here, you can see underneath the hood, we got the standard 3.5 V6. Not to be confused with the EcoBoost. This is just a standard V6. If you look, everything is clearly labeled. Everything that is labeled, it's for high visibility. You can touch it. If it is not labeled with high visibility, they don't want you to touch it. You step over here. See, this is not labeled. Don't touch it. This right here is not labeled. Not in high visibility. Don't touch it. This is labeled because they want you to know what it is. This is for your oil. Your dipstick here. Got all your fluids labeled. Everything labeled. If you notice, there's crumple zones. The crumple zones are all underneath. You can see here. Step over here, please. See under here what the crumple zones are meant to do is to channel. If you get into an accident, it channels from here all the way to the back of the car. Channels it to the back, channels it all the way to the front. Now you see these little gaskets here? Helps to keep the engine very loud. If you've ever driven without a hood on, it is very, very loud. You got all under here, helps with the road noise. And if you also notice, these little tabs right here are plastic. Over here, there are no tabs. That is in case if there is ever a fire, these will melt off. In high heat, plastic melts. They'll melt off, nothing here to hold it, drops down, covers it, so you are safe inside the cabin. You don't want to get caught on fire, do you? No. Neither does Ford. Ford doesn't want you to get caught on fire. I'm going to step over here. You notice we got the exterior lights. These are for high visibility. Driving at night, lane change, people know that you're coming. Now, on some models, we do have what is known as bliss. This one has a small corner. A small corner here takes place in the bliss. So, I prefer these in this place because I can trust a mirror better than I can trust an indicator. If you look out under here, we have it's nice and hard. So the car were to ever turn over. This one also has curve control, so it will help so the car does not flip. If you remember a couple of years ago, before the Ford Explorers used to be a little bit wider, a little bit taller, and a little more boxy. They redesigned it so it's a little bit wider stance, a little more aerodynamic, so it won't flip. So, and if it ever does flip, you got the ability to use a top. So if it were to flip, you need 3 times its weight to actually crush it. Keeps you and your family safe. Now, if you notice, there is no gasket. This is called the pressurized fuel system. If you stick your finger inside there, you cannot push it down. Only a nozzle can push it down. People are always worried. Hey, what if someone's going to siphon my gas? They cannot siphon your gas. Here, the tail lights start to wrap around. Nice big bulky here. People can see you. There's also a third tail light right here. You also have the back wiper, and you have the rear crossers help keep you safe. You can see out your back window. You can see people coming, and you're safe with it. You also, this one is equipped with a hitch. So if you're in your trailer, do you have anything that need to be trailering at all? Perfect. Now, if you are ever going to Wisconsin, there's a lot of sand. If you have to go and pull out, you need 4-wheel drive. This one has 4-wheel drive. So you should never have a problem pulling out of the water with your brake.
Oh, that's perfect.
You notice here, there's a light. This will indicate, come up with numbers. When you purchase the vehicle, we will give you a code, and that code is to go and access to get in. It's another way, another fail-safe. So if you ever lock the keys inside the car, you have a card to get in. And of course, you can change this card. If you just want to have a seat, step inside. yourself comfortable. I'm gonna shut the door. So now this one is an XLT. And now the way that we do it at our store at Friendly Ford is we build out our XLTs so they are more luxury. Notice this one has the screen. Most other companies, when they do their XLTs, they have the little baby screen. We want you guys to be able to see everything, whether it's you're backing up, you're looking at your navigation, or anything.
So this model does have navigation?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
And if you notice, there's also the hard buttons. A couple years ago, they used to have the little touch buttons. These, Ford decided, people want a hard, more rugged look to the Explorer. And if you also notice, you see how everything is all hand stitched.
Oh yeah.
Very nice. The quality of it is very nice. You have this. It does a little bit more of an overhang than usual. The reason behind that is so when people are looking at their dash, they can actually see what's going on and they don't have the sun glaring in. And that's very important because if you ever are looking at your speedometer and everything, you got to make sure that you're not speeding. You got to make sure because this screen over here can display your navigation. You want to be able to see. Keep your eyes closest to the road, not wandering. That'll help keep you on the road and keep your family safe. That's important to you, isn't it?
A little bit, yeah. I'd say so.
And if you notice that everything is clearly labeled. Airbags, all over here. There's even airbags in this.
In the seat? Where in the seat?
You want to feel underneath, kind of feel how it's hard. It's designed more like a fighter jet.
Okay.
Ford took the time to actually look over how fighter jets. And they want to make sure that if a fighter jet is going to use it, that you can use it. And they want to make sure that you and your family are safe.
Alright. Can I charge my phone things in here?
Absolutely. And here, we got one USB port here and the SD card. You were asking about the navigation. That's where the navigation would go.
Oh.
It's inside that navigation card. That little SD slot.
Alright. I like it.
So you have another port here, nice, deep. You have a little coin slot, and this actually is for pens.
Oh, dude, it make up my whole car.
Yeah. And then I did mention that this vehicle does have four-wheel drive. This is where your four-wheel drive is located. It's
Yeah,
no
so
longer.
what does this mean here?
So this dial is a smart dial. What it shows is you click it over for snow, for sand, desert, for more like gravel, and for normal. Now, if you ever go into the snow and gravel or any of these options, whenever you shut off the car,